baby, how you feeling?
Feeling good as hell!
I'm glad you're feeling good as hell. I'm feeling good as hell tonight because I am happy to be back on the comedy stage. I'm almost giddy. I've been gone for a couple of months. I was doing community theater. I was in a play that had very grown-up, very sophisticated humor. Yeah, so of course I sucked. Last time I was on the comedy stage was at a sports bar, and I hadn't been to this sports bar before, and I'm thinking, well, it's going to be, 20 and 30 somethings there, so millennials love nothing more than to laugh at jokes about the greatest generation and their children, the baby boomers. So I had a whole routine based on jokes about Depends and ass wipes. I was the first comic on stage, and I surveyed the audience, and there were no millennials. It was all the greatest generation and their children, the ass wipe. The baby boomers, because I'm a baby boomer. I guess that's a Freudian slip. There were a couple of 13-year-olds there, though, but they were there with their Meemaw and Peepaw. So I did the routine, I charged through, and I bombed. A couple people stormed out. Well, they didn't really storm because they were on walkers. But they were mad, you could tell. So tonight, I just didn't learn my lesson. I decided to double down on the old people jokes because I am a baby boomer. And tonight, we will be discussing that subculture known as the long-term assisted living dweller, of which I'm also an expert because I volunteer at such a facility. And let's talk about the men, or shall I say, the man, because they're outnumbered 10 to 1. He's a 93-year-old wannabe playa, and every time he sees me, he has the same pickup line. Hey, you must be here to visit your grandmother. I know. What am I supposed to say? How am I supposed to respond to that? My brain says to dismiss him. Play on, playa. My heart says flirt with him, just flirt with him. I tell him to fuck off. He's not going to remember. But I can't blame him for trying to hit on the young chick because there is no meaner human being on this earth than the long-term assisted living woman. Imagine 10 little old ladies, all of them well over 4 feet tall, playing bumper cars with their walkers because they hate each other. They hate the food. They hate the medical care and the staff. The staff steals. The staff crawls into their room at night on all fours. And they steal everything from their wedding dress to their most recently purchased box of ass wipes. Come home ranting and raving, and my husband has to remind me, nobody wants to be in assisted living. They've lost their independence, so they're angry and bitter. And I say that my research shows that people in long-term assisted living are angry and bitter because people like that don't die. I've met plenty of lovely, physically challenged 80 and 90-year-olds who have passed, who didn't think it was necessary to make snarky comments about my weight every day. I came in one day and I was wearing this real pretty, bright yellow, sunny sweater, and this woman said, "Got news for you, hon. Yellow's not your color." Well, at least I have a color, you old bitch. My mother, sainted and wonderful, passed at 87. Never once did she sit across the dinner table from me and explain in detail how various foods affect the color of her shit. And don't even talk to them about sweet potatoes. My son occasionally will hear me with the rants and the raves, and he'll say, hey, you know what, Mom? You sound like you're angry and bitter. But don't worry, I'll put you in the best assisted living facility your money can afford. Well played, son. Well played. It's good to be back. Have
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh yeah. This is my part right here.
Y'all keep it going for Lane Wilson.